Hey guys, it's Steve. How you guys are enjoying the other shows? Hope you guys are enjoying. Let's go. It's Captain America and the Mighty Avengers issue 1 time. Yeah, it's a long-awaited issue, and lots of you guys have requested me to do this review before also. And let's do it. It's time. So what I got here over from the IGN.com, they said this series and more a rebranding of the previous volume of Mighty Avengers, aside from a more prominent role for Sam Wilson and the nice shiny issue 1 on the cover. Little has fundamentally changed with writer AI Ewing. Avengers Squad. This book still revolves around a more ethnically diverse team of heroes who make a point of defending the common man, while most other Avengers groups are busy battling aliens and monsters. It's a direction that continues to help distinguish Ewing's series, though whether this relaunch can do much to help the Mighty Avengers find a larger audience is debatable. It seemed like the previous volume could never go more than a month or two without being sucked into some Marvel event or another. Even now, Captain America and the Mighty Avengers starts its life by tying into Axis. The good news is that Ewing is still given plenty of room to work with as he begins building the next phase for his team. Only the general status quo of heroes and villains having direct personalities inverted really comes into play. That's pretty much cool, and I especially like this one, the first action sequence. Yeah, this is a small sequence, but this is a really good one. I really like it, like a movie, and as it's a big anticipated story, so I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys will enjoy this one too. So let me go towards more straightforward. Ewing gets into Sam's mind as far more than Rick Remender does in this week's Axis 5. Yes, so there's a clearer sense of what about this hero has changed and gone sore. The problem is that this creates a lot of confusion in terms of Luke Cage's role. Cage is another of the evil Avengers taking point in Axis. It's kind of confusing, yet this issue gives no indication that we are reading an inverted Luke as we are inverted Sam. It's hard to reconcile this series with the events of Axis. In general, Axis has been annoyingly unclear about which characters were affected by the inversion and how much they have changed, and perhaps that vagueness is bleeding over into this book, ignoring continuity concerns that the status quo Ewing builds here and the ways he subverts the expectation of another generic Captain America leading the Avengers premise make for entertaining reading. Luke Ross immediately proves himself to be a great fit for the tone of this Avengers book. Ross is able to channel the more grounded street level sensibility of Ewing's writing without losing sight of the larger than life elements of these characters. If most elements with the relaunch are business as usual, the visuals certainly seem to be on stronger footing. This was the review by the IGN guys. I really respect the IGN guys, but I have to remind there are other reviewers also, and that is pretty much cool. I like it in my way. I have to stay really focus on the story, and if I enjoy the story like a movie, I always do love the readings while reading the comics. I think myself like I am enjoying a movie, and this comics fit me this one, and that's why I really enjoyed it. So it's pretty much enjoyable issue, enjoyable story. Hope you guys will enjoy this one. So the Plunderer here is a new group of characters. That's pretty much cool. Some of the other members of the Mighty Avengers make appearances, but the most noteworthy is a rather comical exchange between Luke Cage and a very non-inverted Spider-Man. That exchange is handled in a 9-panel grid, which affords both writer and artist ample opportunity to charm readers. Luke Ross handles a wide array of interactions quite nicely, but his characters are tight and robotic. Captain America and the Mighty Avengers issue 1 has lots of maniacal grins that make my jaw ache just looking at them, further compounding the stiffness of several characters. This was said by comic book resources reviewer That is pretty much funny. So we got here about a bunch of reviews that they said about this one that they don't like it, but in my way I also don't like it in the high performance view, but in the medium kind of thing I really like it, and you don't know that why I really like it. That's why. So here is a good situation, good action sequence that is enjoyable. We can get it always in the Ewing's offers. Ewing's offers a splendid mix of humorous and engaging dialogue undercut with scenes of a looming darkness boiling out of them, creating an immersive atmosphere as readers turn the page. Fans of the previous Mighty Avengers run will notice that Ewing has sustained many of the tropes that we have come to love from reading the series, but this time there is a darker and serious tone in this debut issue that seems to set the stakes very high for future issues. We don't know what is going to happen, but we really kind of anticipate a lot of things from this issue. Look, Ross's art is strikingly poignant and absolutely incredible to witness. His staunch realism, heavy inks and shadows bring a gravity to each and every panel as he navigates from wide shots to in-your-face close-ups. His composition choices carefully captivate the reader and heighten the dramatic tension on the page. Much of what makes a lot of this issue successful of Ross's abilities in delivering an action-packed comic book of this caliber. Ross brings emotion and effectively informs the reader purely through visual means, allowing the reader to understand the severity of Ewing's intent. Colorist Rachel Rosenberg offers to keep the tone of the book consistent by not using any flamboyant colors and sustaining a realistic color palette throughout. This is the most entertaining for today's. I just started my day reading this book and I really like it. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed this review, and if you like it, just go to the bookstore and buy it.